everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Bears going up against the Redskins. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and George Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
Now back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And here's the Redskin defense.
Trent Murphy's #1 attribute is playing against the run, but he continues to work hard on his pass rush skills.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader as a rookie in yards per punt, Tress Way on to kick it. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
We got 3. We got 3 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the first carry for Matt Jones. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Let's go.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check, Patriot. Back down in Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. John Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Watch right.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Leopard!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And now here's a carry heading left. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. Tackle made by Marcus Burley.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Fuller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
And here we go on 1st and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And the wide out in motion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the offense lining up first and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll let Charles try and get him in. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. And it's 4th and 3.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Let's go! Boom, landed!
Back to throw here. That's caught at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He's got daylight. 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Keith Marshall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
On third down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's fourth down.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 4th and 4.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Crowder now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's not always as trite as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball. 2nd
down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And on the ground they go with a running back. Oh, nice move. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now it's Crowder. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the...
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go now. Green.
Watch the slant.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another pistol look here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Ooh, with a juke. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Lead, No. Check. Patriots. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Detroit.
And they'll go on the ground. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because then you have the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here to start. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 23 yards on the play. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he comes back with one complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Look to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now come the Redskins. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, there are times when I feel a little bit guilty about offering some criticism because I see the thought process here, trying to bounce it outside and gain some yardage. But every now and then you got to think ahead and just take your medicine. Go down. Don't give up anymore.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Cousins finding time. He's going to fire one deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's back to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Detroit! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit! Double up! Keep coming, double up!
They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Doxson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw. Surveying the field. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he just...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick here is good. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.